Chancellor Hank Huckabee, excuse me, Dr. Schwen, donors, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, and the entire Dalton State community at large. Good evening. Nelson Mandela once said, after climbing a great hill, one only finds that there are many more hills to climb. Life is a journey that has many hills, and tonight I am here to share with you my journey across these hills, and it begins in Africa. My name is Albert Negwa Mathenge, and I am a junior majoring in Management Information Systems. I was born into a family of 5 in Nairobi, Kenya, and my father is a retired engineer, while my mother is a retired banker. My older sister just graduated from a Russian university with her medical degree, and she has just moved back home to practice in Nairobi, while my younger brother just enrolled for his first year of law school. I studied my elementary education in a local school in Nairobi. There I graduated, and I went on to join a prestigious high school. After graduating high school, my grades were good enough to join a local university, but I had to wait 2 years just to get enrolled, just like everybody else. This is because the Kenyan university system has a 2-year backlog for college admissions. While I waited for my 2 years to pass, I began volunteering at a nonprofit organization called Colors of Life Africa, where I worked with HIV and AIDS orphans. And it was during this time I met a volunteer from the United States, Dr. Richard Edwards, Associate Professor of Mathematics at Dalton State, back in the United States. Dr. Edwards and I soon became very good friends, and we would often discuss my educational goals as we worked together. I told him I was waiting to go to college, and he floated the idea of attending a small college where he taught. Going to college in Africa is a privilege and not a right. So at first I thought going to college in the United States is not meant for me, it was meant for other people. Dr. Edwards returned to the United States, and I continued to volunteer at Colors of Life. We stayed in constant communication, and before I knew it, we began the application process. A few months later, I came to the United States, and I enrolled at Dalton State. January 6, 2009 was my first day in the United States. It was an interesting experience. One, it was the coldest I'd ever been because the temperature in Kenya never falls below 65 degrees. And I was stuck in traffic for 2 hours at 1 a.m. I must admit, the 2 hours helped me adjust to driving on the right-hand side of the road, literally. I started classes in spring 2009, and my story at Dalton State had just begun. In the spring of 2009, I was lucky enough to get a part-time job at the Office of Computing and Information Systems here at Dalton State. My part-time job not only allowed me to practice what I'd learned in class, but it also provided some extra income which would supplement what my parents would send me from back home in Nairobi. Life as a foreign student can sometimes be difficult, but it also presents its own unique rewards. It took me a few months to adjust to the new surrounding, but in the fall of 2010, my friends and I came up with the idea of starting an international club on campus. In spring of 2011, Dalton State International was formed, and it officially became a registered student organization. Our club is a model for diversity, and we also engage in charitable events like book donations to schools and universities back in Africa. Dalton State International not only gives me an opportunity to learn about the American culture, but it also gives me an opportunity to learn about other cultures from different parts of the world. Today, I can proudly say that some of my closest friends here at Dalton State College are from Sao Paulo, Brazil, Seoul, South Korea, Cairo, Egypt, Zenica, Bosnia and Herzegovina, among many other countries. I am fortunate enough to be a second-year recipient of the Foundation Scholarship. The second time I applied, I had a great time writing the essay. The essay gave me a chance to share my story once again with someone else. In 2010, I was fortunate enough to receive my first Foundation Scholarship, and it changed my life. I remember calling my mom back home in Nairobi, and she was overjoyed. Neither of us could contain our excitement over the phone. I must admit that was the best phone call of my life. I'm a business major, and I know that no business investment yields 100% returns. But my Dalton State Foundation is an exception to this rule. It not only changed my life and made my dreams a reality, but it also took away the anxiety and the fear that comes with paying for college. The foundation scholarship not only allowed me to focus on my education, but inspired me to share my story and share the effect of the foundation scholarship in my life. Donors, you're a special group of people. A group of people that care about the future of students you've never met, students you've probably never seen, students that you've only read their name on a piece of paper. And I am sure my story today is replicated by every other scholarship recipient in this room tonight. On behalf of other Dalton State Foundation scholarship recipients and myself, I would like to sincerely thank all the donors and the Dalton State Foundation. And I would also like to say that I am glad I have been able to climb some of the hills in my life with my friends and donors like you by my side. I might be thousands of miles away from home, 12 time zones away to be exact, but I can say I have truly found a home away from home. Asante sana. Thank you.